Hello. Okay, good. Perfect. Hey girls, welcome back to the chill side of YouTube. Today, we're going to be doing my little take on this like favorites of the month video I've been seeing going around. If you watch my journal video, then you know in my list journal, in my leather portfolio, I have a journal where I keep like my current hyperfixations, because when I like something or when something is like my favorite, it gets hyper focused on for a certain amount of time. So I'm going to be going over what I hyper focused on last month as an ADHD girly. Just a little April favorites video, ADHD edition. I think this video is also a good virtual version of my journal, really, so that I can confront like everything that I'm consuming and how often I am, you know, liking things or not liking things. What am I doing? And just like keeping track of everything that is going on in my brain and in my life at the moment. So I can go back sometimes and be like, oh, maybe I'll revisit that. Or like, wow, I'm still doing that, you know? I just like to keep track of myself. So first thing I'm going to be starting off with is like movies, shows, podcasts, everything digital media that I consumed or that I really liked last month. First off, Sinners. Okay, we gotta give Sinners the first place. No, but we have to give Sinners the first place because it was a great movie. And by the way, guys, my boyfriend took me to see this movie, right? I had no idea about this movie. I had not heard of it. I don't know. I'm not on the internet that often, so I don't hear about everything. I didn't know that this movie was coming out. I didn't know anything about this movie. Hadn't seen a trailer, nothing. Okay, so when we went to the movie theater, I was just kind of like going in blind, which in my opinion is the best way to go view a movie. But I went to the movie theater and I watched it, and like it was a really great movie. Like at first I was confused on what's going on, but it was a really great movie. It was scaring me. Like I jumped a couple times and I literally was expecting it. So I don't know why I jumped, because I watch a lot of horror movies. So it's like, I know the tropes, you know, and I expected it and I still jumped. And I really liked the design of the vampires. You know, it wasn't like over the top, but it was like creepy, you know, like they did a good job. And I really love the scene where Sammy was singing the song, I Lied to You, that song. Oh my gosh. I would literally watch the movie again just to see that scene. Like that scene was amazing. That was probably my favorite scene out of the whole movie. And I love the message of that, of like music and just a time of cultures, you know, and just bringing the past and future together. Time is already non-existent. So it's like everything, you know, is taken from something else in some way. And it's just like so many things and so many cultures and so many different traditions that seem completely different are connected. And music is one of the biggest connectors of traditions and cultures. And I love that, you know. I just love the whole meaning of that. And I love the meaning of the movie, because I will say, I am so sorry. Spoilers if you haven't seen the movie. Skip to the part, I'm going to put a part in the description if you do not want to hear the spoilers. If you do want to hear the spoilers, if you already seen it, let's chat. The part where at the end, you know, in a horror movie where it's like demons or ghosts or anything, and then it's like they say the Lord's Prayer and it's just like everything is fine, right? I just feel like that comes from the indoctrination, because I grew up Christian. Like my family was in church. I was in church literally almost every day of the week. Like if you grew up Christian, you already know the deal. I could feel like a part of me being triggered at that part. If you know, you know. But I could feel a part of me, even though I'm not Christian anymore and I don't conform to a religion, I could still feel some indoctrinated part of me from being religious when I was younger. I was so, I don't know if offended is the word, but I was very disturbed at that part where the vampire is like about to kill him, and you know, the vampire's a demon, and so he was trying to cast the demon out by saying the Lord's Prayer. You know, that's just, I grew up on the Lord's Prayer too. So like when the demon or when the vampire started saying the Lord's Prayer, my soul was shook a little bit. After watching it, that fascinated me, because that was literally the whole point of that part, and the point of the movie. There were many messages of the movie, but that was the point of the movie. The indoctrination and like the forcing of the religion. And if you ask questions about your religion, you know, you're ungodly, or it's like you should be fearful of God. But I just wondered, why am I fearful of God? You know what I mean? And that part was just like the indoctrination being brought to light, and him just explaining like, I grew up on that, and they told me, you know, that I was God's child. If you know what I mean, then you know what I mean. I'm having a hard time explaining what I mean, but that was like a breaking the third wall kind of moment for like religious conform and just the whole control of religion, because that's what it's all about. And I think that's what he was symbolizing and what he was saying about his family and everything. Not going to go too deep into it, but you should definitely watch the movie. Okay, shows, I got to give it to Severance. Y'all, we're not going to stay on Severance too long because I'm going to get mad, okay? I really need the next season to come out, and listen, like, I really need the next season to come out. And I finished watching the second season last month, so I'm just shook. Y'all. I'm just shook. If you know, you know. Like, I'm a big Severance fan, and I didn't know that it came out all those years ago. Like, I just now hopped on the bandwagon, and I freaking love it. Severance is a really good show. It is on Apple TV exclusively, so if you don't have Apple TV, you can watch it on 123 Movies, but you didn't hear that from me because the site is illegal. However, it is really good. I just love this show. I love, like, the concept of the show. And I like the message of the show because I feel like it's speaking to what we're going through in life right now. And I know some people watch the show who are like, oh, I don't know, maybe I would sever myself so I don't have to deal with work. But it's deeper than that. Like, you're literally creating a alternate reality, alternate dimension of yourself. And it's like, you have to sympathize with the innies because they don't know the life that you're living outside. They don't know their outie's life, even though they are technically their outie. They're technically not at the same time. It's just a mind-boggling show, and it just makes you think. And I love stuff like that. I love stuff that makes me think because I'm a thinker, a yapper. I like to learn things and things like that. And I'm very upset about how it ended. But I have to say, a part of me does understand, but I also don't understand because I'm not gonna give too many spoilers. We're not gonna go into a deep dive of Severance today, but just know that I love that show. The third season needs to come out. I don't know when it's coming out, but I need it now. Need it yesterday. The next show that I watched last month was Black Mirror. Like, Black Mirror is a classic. Like, I absolutely love Black Mirror. I've seen all the seasons, and now this season came out. It was a great season. I really liked this season. As always, like, Black Mirror is just like, psh, it makes you think. It's entertaining. It's really good. It's really good. I love Black Mirror. Some of my favorite episodes this season were the episode, I do not know what the episodes are called, so I'm just going to say what happened in the episode, where she was using her necklace to control the reality. I really liked that episode. She's tapping into something that's already here. There's already alternate dimensions. Anything that you can think of or you can put yourself in a different life, it is existing. It's on an alternate realm than we're on. You know what I mean? And she was using her technology to visually make you tap into that. But she was tailoring it to the alternate reality she wanted to have and just making you or the specific target have that same vision of life. Like, it was crazy. I just felt like it made me think, and I really liked it. It ended kind of funny, but yeah, I really liked the episode. And another sad episode, but I did really like it, was the one where she had the tumor in her brain and she had to pay a subscription to live. That was crazy. I was like, what? Like, can you imagine? And then it was so real because that's exactly how life is. Like, oh, just get this one thing and upgrade. Now you're on Amazon Pro. Now you're on YouTube Pro. You know, like, why do I have to get YouTube Pro to put a YouTube video in next queue? Like, that's so dumb. That's something so simple that I could have on regular YouTube where you're already giving me like 5 ads a second in a 10-minute video, but you want me to pay for YouTube Pro to get that. That's what that episode was showing me. That's what it made me feel like, because she was like, well, if you want to travel outside of this range, then you have to get the next tier, and then you'll be pro, and then you'll be X pro, and you just have to keep giving more and more money. And she was doing that to live until she couldn't afford it anymore. And it was just really sad. It was really sad. I almost cried at the end of that episode, honestly. But it was really good. Last in Digital Media is a podcast that I watched last month that was really good, and I feel like it really spoke to my heart. And people who are struggling with, feeling lost in life or feeling like a failure, or you feel like you're too old to start something, I really recommend this podcast because it just really opened my eyes to other people's thoughts and their situations. That's why I love listening to podcasts anyway. But it also made me feel very grateful for life. I felt refreshed after I listened to it, and I absolutely love this creator. I just found her recently, so I want to recommend this podcast to you guys because it's definitely one of my favorite podcasts that I listened to last month. And it is called I'm 38 and Most of Society Would Probably Consider Me a Failure. Mindset Matters 23. The creator is on YouTube and her @ is Cocoa Beans. I will leave it down in the description because I really like that podcast. It's so true. Like, the message is such a beautiful message, and it's one that never gets old because life is always moving so fast, and there's so many people that feel like they're being left behind. And the podcast was basically just saying, like, you're not left behind. You know what I mean? You have time, and sometimes it takes time to figure out what you want to do with your life. And that's what she was going through, as she described in the podcast, feeling like basically what normal society wants you to do with your life, and being a doctor or a lawyer or things like that. She didn't fit that image, and she couldn't fit in those environments. And she was being shunned from doing what she really wanted to do because she grew up with parents that were like, go to college, be a doctor, be a lawyer, because, your parents just want you to have something stable, and they want to make sure that you're going to be financially stable and everything. And that's understandable, but it can really make you feel like you don't have the freedom to do the things that you love doing because you have to do something that you hate just so that you can have money, or just so that you can, be successful in their eyes or other people's eyes. And she was just going on a deep dive on that topic and talking about her life and talking about how now that she's 38 and she's finally figured out what she wants to do. And every time she failed and every time she gave up, it was worth it for this moment because now she really knows like what she wants to do. And deep down, she's known it all along, but she's finally giving herself the freedom to be able to do it. And that's what's most important, because there's a lot of people like that feel like they can't do that thing that they want to do because, it's not considered a job, or it's weird, or people don't accept that. Like, who cares? And it's never too late to start something. You can be 50 and start something new. I want to tell you guys, if you guys didn't know this, one of my favorite shows ever, Breaking Bad, literally one of the best shows to be made. It's just amazing. The pacing, it's an amazing show. We're not going to go too deep into it because we're going to be here the whole video. I love that show. The actor in that show, and he's played in different shows and movies as well, but I'm just using this as an example because a lot of people might know the show, so it will be helpful as for my example. If you know the character Gus Fring in that movie, did you guys know that he was homeless, struggling to get by and trying to pursue his dream? And he had a kid as well. And he didn't get his big break, or he finally got his big break and finally got to do the thing that he wanted to do until he was after 30. I think he was like 40. I can't remember how old he was, but like, that is an example of somebody getting to do their dream and putting in hard work and it finally paying off. You know what I mean? And you could say, well, dang, like I have to wait till 40 for my dream to pay off. Even if I am waiting till 40, that would be better than me giving up at 20 and then 20 years later, after I'm 40, still living the same life because I gave up on my dream. Like, you know what I mean? And he finally got it. So it's like, I hope that's motivation for you to know that you can always make something out of nothing, and you can always start something, even if you feel like you're too old. It's never too old to start something. Time is an obstacle that is an illusion. There is no time but the time limits that you set on yourself. And you're the only person who is setting obstacles for yourself. And any of the other obstacles that you have to overcome that you can't control, you can get through them. And there's a reason that you're going through them, because it's going to help you in your journey. I love that podcast. Definitely you should go check it out. I will link it down below. Now we're going to get into my book from last month. And let me tell you, me and books, I've been struggling lately because I've been super busy and I have not been having enough time to read. And I just want to get this book video out to you guys, but I really want to finish this book before I do. And it's just taking longer, way longer than it would normally take me to finish a book. This is the book of the month, and it is because I haven't finished it, and also because it's a good book. As you can see, I'm in the middle of it. And I don't know, guys, like when I first started reading this book, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have picked up The Picture of Dorian Gray or heard about it. It's really popular. So that's another reason why I got it from Barnes & Noble, to see what the hype was about. Because I feel like it's a book classic. Like when you watch book videos, you see this book. It's a book classic that I never read, so I wanted to read it. And when I first started reading it, I was kind of like, this is so dramatic. Like, this book is so dramatic. Like, it's literally like, he cried. He cried. He threw himself on the couch. Like, it's like that. And at first I was kind of like, oh my God, is this really necessary? But I really like it. And I like how expressive it is because it adds to the story. And I like, one of the characters has like all these like ideals about life and everything. And some of them are just absurd. But, you know, some of them are like, make you think, and I'm like, oh, you know. So I like books like that. I'm liking this book so far. I have not finished it, and I'm afraid to say that I feel like I know what's gonna happen in the end, but I'm gonna keep reading it because I don't know for sure. But it's like books like this always end like that. Like, it's a theater, but in a book form. And the writing, really, really good writing. He knows how to tell a story. Oscar Wilde, he knows how to tell a story, and the writing is very expressive, and it just immerses you. Like, I'm really immersed. Yeah, that's definitely the book of the month because it's the book I've been reading all month. Okay, next thing is going to be like some hobbies. One of the hobbies that I have picked up last month is pole dancing. And I'm going to try to put a clip in here, but YouTube doesn't like pole dancing too much. So I don't know. You might get a little quick clip. Okay, there you go. I absolutely love pole dancing. Okay, I started it. I got a pole on a whim and I love it. And the reason is because I'm in my own space now, you know. I just feel like I can do anything. It makes you feel very alive, you know, when you're not living at your mom's house anymore. I got it and I really like it. One, because I don't like traditional working out. I find it really hard to maintain a routine of like going to the gym because I don't like going to the gym. I don't like working out in front of people. I find other ways to make sure I stay active and be fit. And pole dancing literally engages my whole body. My core is being strengthened, my upper body, even my legs, like everything. It's engaging my whole body, and I love that about it because it's a workout that I can do that can take place over something I can do at the gym, or, you know, and I still go on runs, walks, I do yoga, Pilates and things like that. So I have other things, you know what I mean? But pole dancing is something that is so freeing as well. It makes me feel really confident in my body, and it forces me to confront any issues I might have with my body. You know what I mean? Because for me to be able to stick to the pole, I'm wearing less clothing. I just absolutely love it. It makes me feel so free and confident, and it really makes me feel strong. That's probably my favorite thing about it, is it makes me feel really strong because I've been progressing now, and like I can hold up my whole body weight. I can hold up my whole body weight. I can flip it around and around. I can do 360 circles. Like, I feel strong. And like, yes, I weigh like 120 pounds, but that's not the point. The point is I can feel myself holding up my whole body weight, and it's me. I'm not being assisted, nothing. Like, I'm holding up my whole body weight. I'm flipping myself into all type of different positions, and it makes me feel really confident in myself. And I am self-taught at the moment, and I've taught myself a lot of things, and that's also another thing that makes me feel confident. A lot of things make me feel confident in that, but I can literally teach myself anything. It is a skill of mine, and it might take time, but I'm going to get there. There's a quote that says, among the chefs, I am the best engineer, and among the engineers, I am the best chef. So I'm kind of like that type of person where I like to do a lot of different things. I'm not an expert in everything, but I know enough to teach myself and to teach somebody else. It's because I like to learn stuff and I like to teach myself things. I do want to go to a pole dance class because I'd love to be surrounded by other women, just empowering ourselves. I just feel like that sounds like a great time. So I'm definitely going to be doing that very soon. And another thing that I am still doing is skating. I absolutely love my longboard. I definitely got more skating in at the end of April because at the beginning of April I was moving in and I wasn't going outside as much, and it was just a very sad time, a little bit happy and sad time. But I've been skating a whole lot. As you guys know, my favorite flower is a lily, but last month I really got into my chrysanthemums a lot. And I love them, and they last a long time too. So it's like I have her in a vase for a long time. So I got a lot of chrysanthemums last month. I know you guys seen some of them. I just want to get into learning different type of flowers other than the flowers that I'm familiar with and that I like. I spend some time with them. And last month was the month of the chrysanthemum. Next thing is some tea that I've been drinking. And this one right here, my favorite tea last month. And it is the, ooh, can you guys see that? Sorry if you can't see that. It is the vanilla chai. Black chai vanilla. Oh my gosh, guys, like, it is so good. You'll never have a tea better than that in your life. No, I don't know about that, but it is really good. And I tried it last month and I've been drinking it all month. It's so good. And I also been getting oolong tea a lot last month. Those are the two of my favorite teas right now. And obviously on a regular, I drink ginger, turmeric tea, green tea, peppermint tea, but I like to try different types of tea, so I'm not drinking the same tea all the time. Those I drink for, regular grounding myself in health reasons. But I want to try little fun teas from time to time that are still good for you. So black vanilla chai, it's so good. It sounds good. It is good. This is the box. It is Bigaflow. Yeah, it's Bigaflow. It's this one. At a store near you. Go buy it. I'm not sponsored or anything. Like, it's so good. And love some oolong tea. Oolong tea, I'm pretty sure a lot more people have had that one. Pretty classic, but I got into it last month and it's so good. Another thing that I've been getting into is unique glassware and things like that, because now that I've moved out, I've gotten super into home decor and like things that I was not interested in when I was younger. I didn't care about cleaning supplies. I didn't care about wall art and things like that. But now I am all in it because I have to decorate my space. I cannot stay in a bland space. I always shop at the thrift store. So I will go in a thrift store and I'll get lots of like little unique glassware things. Like this is my butter dish and it's just very cutesy. Like it's not a traditional butter dish. It's not traditional at all. It's just I love it. I love unique glassware and like just cute cups and things like that. Like this teacup I also got from the thrift store. It's super cute and it has my favorite flower on it. So win-win. The vases for my plants, anything. I have like some cups. I just love unique glassware and I love finding things that are not traditional and that look cool. And I do only eat on glass, so I don't use plastic, paper plates and everything like that. So I get nice looking glass stuff. That has been a deep obsession. I've been shopping a lot for these items last month and I'm filling my cabinets with all of what my mom sometimes likes to call grandma stuff, but I like the grandma stuff. Like this lamp as well. It's not unique glassware, but I'm just saying I'm just into home decor a lot. And it's still ongoing. I'm buying more stuff for my space. This I got a while ago, but it's literally like a tray like this and it's shaped like a flower. It's so pretty. I found it at the thrift store and I just hold my lighters on there. I just realized my incense was not lit. It didn't light. Oh, and everything on this table is an example of what I'm saying. This is a little candle holder, which I showed you guys in another video, shaped like a star. I'm just always getting stuff like this. Last month was specifically on like cups and things like that so I can fill my kitchen and my utensils and things. And last but not least, definitely something that's still ongoing is becoming a plant mom. We are upgrading from flowers and we're going into all the different type of plants. This is my money tree right here. I've had her for a little minute, but the new additions are my snake plant, my monstera, and I got a little peace lily now that my boyfriend just got me. So I'm just really excited to go into this plant world and learn everything that there is to know. I've already been learning so much from the plants that I do have and taking care of them. Like they're literally my children. I come home, I check on them first. Everything. Do they need water? Did they get light today? I open my windows before I leave to make sure that when the sun comes up, my snake plant gets his light. And my monstera is outside on the balcony. So yes, I have been hyperfixating on my plants a whole lot, and it is not looking like it's gonna stop anytime soon. That's definitely one of the bigger favorites from last month. And I plan to bring more plants into my humble space. This was my April favorites and my hyperfixations from last month. I would love to hear if you share any of my sentiments or if you want to tell me your favorites from last month. I would love to chat with you and more to come because I love doing these videos. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. Cheers. Just wanted you to see that. So pretty.